The 53rd aphorism. Upon passing into a state of sleep, the body's 5 positive currents are systematically depolarized. This allows the ego to pass from the physical plane into the sub-superconscious regions. When the body is fully recuperated, the currents are again polarized, thus pulling the ego back into the physical body, hence the conscious plane. The conscious plane, when in a physical body, is always home base. The 5 currents hold individual awareness, which in this aphorism is referred to as the ego, in the conscious plane or conscious mind. Therefore, individual awareness can soar into the sub-superconscious regions and entertain great input, knowledge, direction for one's future, understanding of the karmas that have been gone through, as well as creativity that can later be manifest on the conscious plane. But as the aphorism says, once the body is fully recuperated from a state of sleep, individual awareness is now again aware of the conscious plane, which is the external world. All of the sub-superconscious input from the various regions is not forgotten, but it is not remembered and will slowly infiltrate from the sub-superconscious to the subconscious to the conscious mind and manifest in the conscious plane or conscious mind intelligence at a much later time. The aphorism states that the body's 5 positive currents are systematically depolarized. This implies that they can be depolarized in an unsystematic way. To have them systematically depolarized, pranayama, hatha yoga and japa should precede the state of sleep. It also implies that the state of sleep is a state of deep meditation for the unfolded person. This does not happen for everyone. This happens for the one who prepares himself to go into that kind of deep sleep, who is in a state in which the 5 currents can be systematically depolarized. The 5 currents are like the 5 winds of the body. Depolarized means that they all rest. It's like Nikashum. When you are doing Nikashum, you're withdrawing all the 5 winds into Simshumbi Sea, the center of your being. Depolarizing means bringing together that which is naturally apart. In the Shum language, this is called Nikashum. The energy of these 5 functions would be drawn into the Shushmana current and enliven Kundalini activity somewhat, just enough for the individual awareness to flow into the sub-superconscious inner world of creative intelligence, absorbing all the knowledge which they at that time could contain. This then is held as a deposit, along with other intelligence experienced within the sub-superconscious mind, slowly infiltrating through the subconscious to the conscious mind. The 54th aphorism. When the ego wakes up from sleep, the physical body should be immediately put into action. To go back into the state of sleep immediately after naturally becoming conscious causes the 5 positive currents to be unconventionally depolarized. The ego passes into the sub-subconscious regions. The mystical edict has always been wake up, get up. Anytime during the night the mystic wakens, he sits up, stands up immediately, bringing himself totally into the conscious mind, turns on the light, moves the body, divorces individual awareness, his ego, from whatever had been experienced during sleep. Then, as a conscious being, fully aware of the head, arms, legs, and the functions of the physical body, he puts the body to sleep again, to systematically depolarize and go back into the inner state he was drawn away from for one reason or another. The aphorism explains the penalties for neglecting this personal discipline, and, I might add, they double in effects once this discipline is known, because you know you should do something and you don't do it. That amount of extra energy will add in unconventionally depolarizing the currents. This means that some of the 5 currents give way halfway and others will give way fully. And as they merge together during this time into individual awareness, will conjure up the sub or the subconscious mind, give it strength and power to manifest at a later time. The sub or the subconscious mind should not be conjured up in this way, lest the manifestations not be welcome in the experiential pattern of the individual's life. There are other sadhanas to handle the sub or the subconscious mind. It should be embarrassing to any devout Shaivite, especially one who has been initiated, to not wake up with the Om Namah Shivaya in the mind. Traditional practices of basic japa are to fall asleep chanting Om Namah Shivaya and wake up starting off on the same syllable one left off on when going to sleep. Therefore, to quickly heal the embarrassment, the devotee should, upon awakening, mentally or verbally say Om Namah Shivaya or Shivaya Namah Om, bringing the mind back to normal consciousness. In a state of sleep, one must know that he himself behaves as he would in an awakened conscious state. The mystic knows there is no state of unconsciousness and that the same law applies, the yamas, the niyamas, and pancha nitya karmas, whether one is awake or asleep. Whatever one does, even in a dream, lying, cheating or stealing, deceiving, cursing or mutilating, is a cause of karmas or forces to be re-experienced, reenacted at a later time. Right thought, right speech, right action must hold through daily life and dream life. Those who do not have proper dreams or who have violent dreams should never be taught meditation outside the group meditation, lest the power of meditation itself manifest their hidden, unruly nature. The Guru, having all-pervasive consciousness, which is superconsciousness, is simultaneously within the sub-superconsciousness of all Sishyas at every given moment or every space of time in their waking states, in their dream states, guiding, loving and protecting.